I think Attractable will be too strong late and give Jamie Carr another winner.
Well, Attractable wins it by a length, Matron Bullwinkle. 2.5.
Honey Creeper should finish over the top of these.
It's true. Honey Creeper all over the top. Goes home a strong win from It's True.
Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm previewing Sandown Hillside for Wednesday. This is a meeting where some of the favourites look a bit short and some of them look like they can't be beaten. And there's a couple of runners I think they're of some value. Let's get into the preview. Race 1 is a maiden played over 1,300 metres. This is the market headed by Overboost at 3:30. Chained for Chris Waller at $3.90 and Spring Valley and Credwin at $5. I think that Chris Waller is having a streak of form at the moment, so when he runs his horses in Melbourne, or in this case brings one down from Sydney, I follow them. And I think that Chain will be simply too good for these, having already been competitive in town through being denied victory last start at Pakenham. And being very competitive before that, placing in his 2 maiden runs. And I think he'll win. Spring Valley next. Form as well prior, having a couple of runs on the Pakenham synthetic. Credwin and Chartreuse next best, but Chain is the second best bet of the day and should be winning. $10 on him to bolt in. Race 2 is a 2-year-old handicap over the 1,300 metres. This is the market headed by Sir Bailey at $3.20, Merchant Prince at $4, and Maroubra at $5. First things first, I don't know why Sir Bailey is favourite. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a winning chance, but he's too short. I'm with Merchant Prince, who at his last start beat Sir Bailey, and that horse is $3.20, and Merchant Prince is $4. There's not much in the market, but Merchant Prince should be shorter. Maroubra for second was terrific on debut, running into third money. He'll improve off that, you would assume. Sir Bailey for third is a false favourite, and Water Bomber next. Stable had high aspirations of him, running him in a Group 3 on debut, but hasn't measured up yet. So interested to see how he goes. But $5 the win on Merchant Prince is a bet for me. Race 3 is a benchmark 64 over the 2,400 metres. This is the only staying race of the day. This is the market headed by Here for a Good Time at $2.60. Tick Tock at $6.50, and Oh So Far and Hard Squeeze at $9.50. Now this is my best double priced horse for the day, being eloped to Vegas, and I think that he can win. Previously racing at country level, and then the stable rolled the dice and put her in a city race at the Valley, which I don't think she liked. She proved she's competitive at this level, but didn't handle the Valley, being a tight turning track. So I think a bigger track, weight relief are 2 massive ticks for her. Here for a Good Time can absolutely win. She's a mare that's in ripping form at the moment. Fort Charles next best. The Alex Race stable is going really well. Port Royal won yesterday at Stony Creek, so that's handy. And Hard Squeeze next best. But I'm pretty keen on a lap to Vegas, getting the chocolates and winning. $15 for him to do that. Race 4 is a benchmark 64 handicap over the 1,800 metres. This is the market headed by Castlerea Kid at $2.15, Aspen Colorado at $3.60, and Santiro at $8. I'm thinking that if the form reads the way I'm reading it, Castlerea Kid should be extremely hard to beat. Coming to Melbourne off 3 Sydney runs in maidens, where he broke that tag last start. Prior to that, running second in the other 2 starts. Coming to Melbourne, Waterhouse and Bott, Ollie on. He should lead and should just go whoosh and let them race for the minor money. If there is a danger, the biggest is Santiro. I know he gets back in his runs and then runs on, but has hardly ever been outside of the top 3. And Billy Egan back on board. Great to see him back. Aspen Colorado is too short. And Kansai, good last out of Pakenham. But Castlerea Kid, the one to beat. Best bet, $10 for him to Bolton. Race 5 is the Phillies and Mares benchmark 70 handicap over the 1300 metres. This is the market headed by We Go Bam at 310, Rapid Achiever at 330, and Demando at $6. Now, I found this race nearly impossible. They're all winning chances, but I've got She's Original on top, considering she SP'd at around $20 last start when she won, and she's won her past two. The last being at the neighbouring track of Sandown Hillside over the 1200 metres, and another 100 metres should be no problem off that last start effort. Rapid Achiever for second can win, has done a little wrong. Our Birdsong is good first up, 2 from 5 in a place, and at the distance is 1 from 2 at the track, and is a good place chance. Livingston Falls next best, but I think She's Original is the one to be $15 for her to bounce. Make it 3 on the bounce. Race 6 is a 3-year-old benchmark 64 handicap over the 1,000 metres, with Lloyd's Crown at 320, Prowling at 370, and $7 for No Baby No and From Pantherland. This is not a race I have a huge amount of confidence in, but there is value, and Spirit of Pepin is the one I think can play hours over them late, and at $11 is definitely over the odds. Obviously, Prowling and Lloyd's Crown are winning chances. Prowling went from a maiden to a city race, then ended up in the Group 3 Blue Sapphire Stakes. Gregory Rail Stable is flying and has and is a chance. Lloyd's Crown is always competitive at this level, and No Baby No next best. $10 on Spirit of Pepin to win race 6. Race 7 is a benchmark 64 handicap over the 1,000 metres. 2 in a row here. This is the market headed by All Stardom at 440, Universal Lady at 460, and Mr. Manara at 480. Again, not an easy race to read or for confidence, but I've got more on top. If you forget the last start where she didn't get a lot of luck at the Valley and probably didn't enjoy the tight turning track, so getting to a bigger track will be interesting. Universal Lady next has been ultra consistent and is a winning chance. Kev's Girl is a chance, but probably better suited at the Valley over the 955s. And Mr. Manara next best, $10 the win on more is the way I'm going. Race 8 is a benchmark 64 handicap over the 1,400 metres. This is the market headed by Mega Mia at 390, Rig H at 420, and Pounding at the same quote, $4.20. Pounding on top was terrific last start at Sandown over 1,400 metres, where he was only just beaten last start. Peter Moody, anything he is settling up at the moment is just winning. At the Forbidden City, annihilated his rivals last start, so Pounding on top, clearly the one to beat. Mega Mia for second was absolutely brilliant last start at Caulfield, is a chance. Place of God and Russians next best, but I think Pounding will, at the 100 metres, be cruising in front with no rivals anywhere around him and trotting. Just a reminder, for more tips on horse racing, go to my Twitter page in Sky High Horse Racing and you'll find whatever you're looking for. Cheers. Thank you for watching another preview for this week being at Sandown Hillside. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope I found some winners for you, and I hope you back some winners. Cheers.